Hey guys, it's your 17819987. This is going to be a little bit of a different video. And I don't mean this in a negative way, but there are some things that we need to discuss for the future of the channel and what kind of content and things like that I want to put on my channel for my 27 loyal followers, and kind of just my thoughts. So first of all, my current life situation, I was unemployed for a fairly long time, and I have recently gotten a job. So I am working now, for sure. And when you are working full time Monday through Friday, it does impact your ability to make videos and record and edit and submit it to YouTube or wherever your whatever site you're going to use for it. So I've never really had a consistent upload schedule or anything like that, and I think that's impacted my ability to upload content. But on top of that, I what was I gonna say? I get back home from work sometimes, and I think a lot of you can probably relate to this. I get tired. I get really tired, and sometimes I just don't have the motivation to make content. I think you guys can understand that kind of problem, especially we're here in November of 2020. Motivation is low. Thankfully, we are on Thanksgiving break right now, but still, it's definitely been something that's impacted me. And I'm just like, I don't want to do this. And it happens. So, with that in mind, there was one other important real life thing other than just work. I will be moving out of my current home to a new home soon. Like next month. And this will definitely impact the amount of videos I can upload. So I was thinking I might I might do some videos ahead of time and like schedule them to upload or upload them at a different time and record them at a different time or something like that. And I could do that. But I'm just saying for the next month it's going to be difficult because I'm going to be adjusting to a completely new environment and moving all my family's stuff into a new house and just getting situated and everything. So that's going to be unpredictable. Pretty unpredictable. I don't know how long that's going to take exactly, though it will slow down around Christmas time. So, yeah, I probably will set some goals for what kind of content I want to upload beforehand. Speaking of which, new content and new availability of games. Ever since I have gotten into my new job, I have been able to purchase some new equipment, including the mic stand that I'm using right now, funnily enough. However, I've also purchased a PS3 with some new PS3 games that I've always wanted to play. I probably should explain, I didn't really grow up with the PlayStation consoles, and the PlayStation 3 is no exception. I have basically no experience with PlayStation 3 games. The only games that I have tried out on my um, PlayStation 3 Classic so far, which is funny because it's from like 2008 and I'm using it in 2020, um, are Valkyria Chronicles. I tried out COD Ghosts, but I don't really like it that much. It's alright, just kind of meh though. I tried another war game, but I didn't like it. Wasn't really worth my time. So, the exciting thing is the PlayStation 3 gives me the availability to a whole new plethora of JRPGs that were currently currently unavailable before. So, one really, really exciting one is I got a copy of Persona 5 for the PlayStation 3. I did a little bit of research. Evidently, the only difference between Persona 5 copies for the PS4 and the PS3 are there's a different resolution, pretty much. Probably 720 to 1080, or well, maybe it's maybe higher than 1080. But basically, the resolution is slightly different. The actual core gameplay is pretty much the same, though, which is surprising considering it's a port to the PS3. So, I know how big the how big the Persona 5 games are, and how much of a impact Persona 5 has had. So, I think it would be a great game to check out. I do have Persona 3 and Persona 4 now. And that's also an interesting anecdote. I can also apparently connect my PS Vita to my PS3 through remote sharing. That might be something I'll explore in the future. But the only other thing I want to ask you guys, or make clear to you guys, I don't know if I want to continue with the Final Fantasy gameplay. Part of it is I recognize how difficult it's going to be to get through that game. And I don't mean that by just difficulty alone, I mean by time. It's a very time-consuming game. I don't dislike Final Fantasy XII, that's not what I'm saying. But I do recognize I've recently acquired so many awesome games that I'd love to share with you. And this game, Final Fantasy XII, is going to take away a lot of that time, especially since I'm on a work schedule now. So, if there's any way you can leave feedback, commenting, sending me an email, pretty sure I have my email linked to my account, or if you know my Twitter, sending it on my Twitter or whatever, then please let me know, so that I can either continue or discontinue Final Fantasy XII. I kind of went in with the ambition of like, well, I actually want to finish a game for once. The only game I finished on the channel was my Pokemon Sword playthrough for DLC a little while back. I don't have any plans of returning to Pokemon Sword for a while. I'm incredibly burnt out on it. I can't do that game anymore for a while. But I also have acquired some new PS2 games too. So a bunch of new PS3 games, a bunch of new PS2 games. Um, a few PS or not, a few Switch games as well. So I have a lot of options for games I can play. This is why I also wanted to kind of set Final Fantasy 12 to the side, maybe. So these are all kind of considerations, thoughts running through my head. I also like the idea of exploring some meme videos, some more anime type videos. That's kind of my basis and where I came from. I'll kind of leave that up to you, but I'm just saying for right now, it's been difficult for me to come up with content for just like Final Fantasy 12, and then trying to balance another game. So I'm the kind of person that can only do like one game at a time, and then I get really tired of it, and then I keep trying and trying and trying. But it's really hard for me to do more than one game at a time. That's the problem. I'm not good at balancing like 3 or 4 at a time. I'll get very confused. I can almost guarantee it. Or I'll lose motivation, or get tired of it, or I'll forget about it. So, that's what I'm saying. If I'm gonna do gameplays for the channel, I really need 1 or 2, and it needs to be highly focused so I don't lose track, and it needs a schedule. Now, for my work, I get home at about 3 every day. That might change a little bit when I move, but it's going to be about the same. So from 3 until I go to sleep, I have time to work on videos, as long as I'm not exhausted, of course. So these are all some considerations and thoughts. So leave some comments below. I know this is kind of a boring video, but a lot of important information and information I wanted to relay to you as my viewers. As long as you were listening all the way to this point. If you have been listening all the way to this point, then thank you. Thank you very much. And I will be coming back soon with more content. Like I said, I'm going to try to get something in, 1 or 2 videos in before I have to move. That's going to make it difficult. And then we'll make some plans for 2021. Can't believe we're saying 2021 already. But we are going to have to make some plans. So I don't want to give up on the channel. I just don't want to lose motivation, if that makes sense. Okay, that should be everything. If you have any ideas for games you want me to play, especially JRPGs and anime style games, then tell me somehow through like a comment or something. This is Yort178197. I will talk to you again soon, and I hope you have a great